So what is happening right now with price action of Bitcoin? Is the price of Bitcoin ready for this new impulsive movement that we've been waiting since a couple of weeks now? Is it finally going to happen because the price of Bitcoin has retested the previous temporary resistance line and also was able to flip it into support? I mean, the price reached around 21,500, 21,600. Is this finally going to be an indication that the price of Bitcoin is going to see this breakout today or in the upcoming days? If you have this question, then do not worry because your question will be answered in today's video. And also guys, before I dive into the content, please, if you haven't destroyed that like button yet, then do it right now. And also for those individuals watching this for the first time, come on, hit that subscribe button and the bell. So let's start this first in a daily time frame, and then we are going to switch into different time frame and also look into different scenarios. First, we want a proper confirmation according to these 4 different indicators. It's very important for us. Why? Because we have seen in the past price action, whenever this Williams alligator indicator has flashed this bearish crossover, because when you see this blue line from this Williams alligator indicator appearing at the top and the green line at the bottom, that is a sign of danger. And in most of the cases, we have seen price reversal. Here as well, you can see bearish crossover, blue line appearing at the top, green line at the bottom. But before we had this bearish crossover, we had another confirmation beforehand. I mean, if you look at this MACD, RSI, T3CCI indicator, before we had this bearish crossover, giving us a final approval that the trend is weakening and we are potentially seeing this downward movement. You can see MACD, before we had this bearish crossover here in Williams alligator indicator, we had this bearish crossover here in MACD, and when this RSI line also started going below 50 level, at the same time this T3CCI indicator appearing in a negative territory, right? You can see we got confirmation from these 3 indicators here to the downside, and after that we saw this bearish crossover. And what happened? We know the price of Bitcoin started this downward movement. Here, a very similar scenario unfolded. If you look at this MACD was already a bearish MACD cross, and when we saw this RSI line going below 50 level, and at the same time this T3CCI also in a negative territory, we got a big warning sign. And if you look at this Williams alligator indicator after that, what it did, flashed another exact scenario just like here from past price action. I mean, a bearish crossover happened and also price started this downward movement. And now what we want, if we want to see this reversal, we want this Williams alligator indicator to appear like this, the green line at the top and blue line at the bottom. And before that happened, what we also need is a confirmation from this indicator here to the downside, because if you look at this bullish MACD cross and at the same time RSI line appearing above 50 level and also the T3CCI in a positive territory, you can see what happened after that. We got a bullish crossover and price of Bitcoin after that started this new movement, right? Each and every time you can see the indicators here to the downside has confirmed it. After that, we have seen some very nice bullish movement. So right now, the reason why I'm actually showing you this is because we need a confirmation from these indicators. If we look to the downside, RSI is heading towards this 50 level, but it's still below 50. But if you look at the MACD line, MACD is clearly showing this bullishness. I mean, this is a clear bullish crossover. So one indicator has already confirmed it. Second indicator, the RSI line has not confirmed it because the RSI line is still below 50 level. But the T3CCI, if you look at this, we are appearing in a positive territory. So what we need now is a confirmation from this RSI line. If we are going to come across this 50 level and remain around that area, then we could be also seeing a bullish crossover happening here in Williams alligator indicator for the upcoming days. So if the RSI line is going to be appearing above 50 level, T3CCI indicator remain in a positive territory, and also the MACD is going to remain the bullish MACD cross, then there is a very high probability that the price of Bitcoin could be starting this new impulsive movement for the upcoming days, even for upcoming weeks. So let's see whether this confirmation is going to happen or not, because we know if this confirmation is going to fail, then we have to be very careful, because in that case we will be looking at this as a continuation pattern in this manner. I mean, a bear flag in a downtrend, because you can see each and every time the price of Bitcoin failed to continue this rally here in this manner, we had this price retracement. Similar scenario unfolded here. Failed to hold the support line, we had this price retracement. And now we are not just only testing the resistance from this upper line area of this bear flag, but also the resistance from the Williams alligator indicator. This line has always been a line of resistance. So let's see whether the price of Bitcoin is going to get this confirmation or not. But if we look at this in a bit different way, you can see we are aware the price of Bitcoin is showing this bullishness. If you look at 1 2 3 reversal pattern and also the failure swing bottom, because we have found support at this point 2 area or the neckline area, because we know if the neckline area is going to remain as a support according to the Williams alligator, according to this failure swing bottom and according to this 1 2 3 reversal, you can see buy on break of resistance at point 2, and also according to failure swing bottom, buy after we break above this fail point, and this fail point is the point 2 area. So since the price of Bitcoin is above that line, if we remain above the 21,500 21,600 all the time, we could be seeing another movement where the price of Bitcoin could be getting gravitated towards the 23,000 area and even 24,700 price range. Why around this 24,700? I have a very good example for that. Let me show you here. Now, before I switch into other chart, I just want to make you aware we have up to $5,150 crypto exchange bonus available for you in the description down below. PHEMEX is giving around $4,100 bonus after your initial deposit, and BYBIT around $1,050 bonus. So if you are an experienced trader, if you want to take advantage of this market volatility, the link is provided in the description down below, so feel free to check it out. Now let's switch the chart. So now let me show you with this very interesting scenario in a 4-hour time frame why the price of Bitcoin, if it is going to hold the support around this 21,500 21,600 here in the immediate short term, then this could trigger another bullish movement where we could be heading towards this 23 even 24,700. because if you look at this here as an Adam-Eve pattern, according to this Adam-Eve pattern, since the price of Bitcoin has broken above this key line of resistance, because we found out that this line here was a very strong line of resistance, we have broken above it and also is holding this same line as a support. So if this is going to be a support and price of Bitcoin is going to remain above this 21,600 21,500, this is going to trigger another bullish movement. And in that case, if this is going to play out, then you can see the price target here is going to remain very simple number, and that price target you can see 24,700 24,800 area. So now you can see according to the CPI indicator, 24,700 24,800 is going to be our potential upward price target, because the price of Bitcoin so far is still above this resistance line and holding its ground. It's not like it has to show this bullish movement. Please be careful. We could see some more fake out price again dipping around this 20,500 20,600, but at the end again re-entering above it, because we know in a daily we have not got a final confirmation from this RSI line and also this Williams alligator indicator. So we are more than happy to see the price of Bitcoin hovering above this 21,500 21,600, because remaining above that, as I've already said, you could be preparing the price for this next bullish movement. And now let me also show you what could be playing out here in the immediate short term in an hourly time frame. Now let's look at this here in a smaller time frame. If you follow this price movement here and add a curved line, you can see the price of Bitcoin is following this curved line, and also each and every time we have tested around this curved line, after that the price of Bitcoin has showed some very nice impulsive movement. In our case, this line for now is going to be looked as a support here in the immediate short term. And also guys, also if you monitor this price movement here, you can see we are forming a symmetrical triangle. Symmetrical triangle is considered as a very bullish scenario, but for us, since we are below the resistance line, we still have to be a bit careful, because we know as long as we are going to remain below this symmetrical triangle, the upper line area, we could be seeing more of a range bound, but the end is nearing in. You can see we are almost at the end. So that's why I think within few hours we could be seeing some very volatile move. If the resistance here, the upper line resistance flipped into support, then this is going to be a trend continuation. But if we are going to fail to hold the support line and price also going to fail to hold the curve line as a support, then be careful. This could be a very tricky move. I mean, some more range bound price dipping bit lower but consolidating and then slowly heading here to the upper direction, because we know in most of the symmetrical triangle this kind of formation has played out plenty of times. So this is also one potential scenario we should monitor. So these are some of the quick updates that I wanted to share with you in today's video. If you enjoyed my work, then please destroy that like button, and also for those individuals watching this for the first time, please guys hit the subscribe button and the bell. So by saying this, I'm signing out. My name is Anup. Bye bye.